Welcome to 2 Minutes on Grace for today, and I want to talk to you for a few minutes about the faithful finisher. You know, we talk about a lot about grace and it being unmerited favor, but that's a hard thing for us to grasp. Let's be honest. You know, to think about someone that lived 2,000 years ago, died on the cross and rose again. That person, for all of humanity, for every human being, met all of the righteous demands of God and fulfilled each one of them as a substitute for whoever chose to believe in him. Now, as you try to grasp that with me just for these few minutes, I want you to think about this thing. Let's think about this for a minute. Paul told the Philippian church, he said that he was convinced that God, who had begun the work of salvation and sanctification and care in them, that God would be faithful to fulfill it. That's why I want you to think about the faithful finisher today. I want you to just pause with me for a minute and think about that what God starts, your and my salvation, through Jesus Christ, by us trusting in him, God finishes our salvation through Jesus Christ. It's not us trying to make it happen. So much so that Paul wrote to another church, and in the closing part of his first letter to the Thessalonians, he said, you know what? God is going to sanctify you spirit, soul, and body through Jesus Christ, because in verse 25, he says, because I am the faithful one. He is the faithful one. So God will make it all happen. God, in the end of all things, will finish what he's begun. Back to that Philippian letter just for a minute. In verse 10, Paul says, I want you to understand what really matters now, and that you live pure and blameless. See, that's what grace produces in us, purity and blamelessness in living out these days. God bless you, and have peace with God in your heart today.